California, a state that sits on the edge of the Ring of Fire, with 20 volcanoes, 5 of which are active. More than 500 volcanic vents have been identified in this state. At least 76 of these vents have erupted, some repeatedly during the last 10,000 years. This makes California a zone very prone to future eruptions. The San Andreas Fault, which runs through California, spans 1,300 kilometers between Pacific and the North American plates. The fault undergoes horizontal strike-slip motion. To the north, a complex transform faults and spreading centers are responsible for the motion of the Gorda and Juan de Fuca plates. To the south, a similar complex of spreading centers and transform faults cause a displacement in the Gulf of California.
California has 5 active or potentially active volcanoes. Mount Lassen, Mount Shasta, and Clear Lake Volcanic Field are 3 of the largest potentially active volcanoes and are almost certain to erupt sometime in the future. As said by Dan C. Miller of USGS, more than 500 volcanic vents have been identified in the state of California. At least 76 of these vents have erupted, some repeatedly, during the last 10,000 years. Sooner or later, volcanoes in California will erupt again, and they could have serious impacts on the health and safety of the state's citizens as well as its economy. Mount Shasta, located in Northern California, is one of the world's largest stratovolcanoes, standing more than 10,000 feet above its surroundings. Shasta is known for a giant landslide that removed the entire northern side of the volcano between 300,000 to 360,000 years ago. Typically, its eruption style is explosive. The last recorded eruption was 1786, and the volcano has presumably erupted 5 times since 50 AD. The 1786 eruption, as described by the explorer La Perouse, consisted of a pyroclastic flow, a hot lahar, and 3 cold lahars, which streamed 7.5 miles down the east side of Mount Shasta. On May 22, 1915, Mount Lassen erupted explosively and sent ash, pumice, and rock fragments soaring. The eruption devastated nearby areas, and volcanic ash rained down as far as 200 miles to the east. Mount Lassen is the southernmost active volcano in the Cascade Range. Located in the Shasta Cascade region of Northern California, Lassen has a volume of 0.5 cumi, which makes it one of the largest lava domes on Earth. This event was miraculously caught on film by J.J. Hammer, a resident of Red Bluff, California. Although no casualties were ever recorded, the eruption was California's largest ever known volcanic event. Clear Lake Volcanic Field is another potentially active area. Clear Lake Volcanic Field lies in the northern coast ranges of California, 135 kilometers north of San Francisco. The volcanic field consists of lava dome complexes, cinder cones, and maars of basaltic to rhyolitic composition. Nocti is a lava dome on the south shore of Clear Lake and is its largest volcanic feature. California is home to 38.8 million people, and a volcanic eruption would undoubtedly affect a huge portion of the population, along with creating loss in capital and destroying parts of the land in a state that is 27% farmland. The Long Valley caldera and the Mono Eno crater chain in eastern California has had persistent earthquake activity and ground uplift in the last century. Volcanoes have been active in the area for millions of years, and future eruptions will most definitely occur. According to the USGS, the next eruption will most likely be small and from a site in the Mono Eno chain.
Future volcanic eruptions are most certain to occur in California and can be neither prevented nor stopped. Even so, reduction of risk to life and property can be affected by avoiding potentially active areas and by taking measures to prepare for the effects of an eruption in areas that cannot be avoided. Monitoring of volcanic precursors generally can give us some idea as to when the next large eruption should be expected. Even so, this monitoring often does not pinpoint the nature of timing of an eruption. Hazard zonation maps are a helpful and necessary tool regarding decisions of evacuation and other response activities. Effective monitoring of volcanoes in the state, along with the preparation of response plans and awareness of future eruptions, can help reduce risk to lives and property.